Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are taking a look at March 2025 with a Tarot Pick-a-Card reading. This is a general reading, take what resonates and know that the intention was for there to be a message for you. Before you pick any piles or pile, all I ask you to do is get into a calm, quiet space, take a few deep breaths, and really allow your intuition or your gut to pick those piles for you. So with that being said, down in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comment by me, I will put the timestamps for each pile. That way you can jump directly to your group. All right, so group number 1 is going to be over here with the lepidolite or lepidolite, said multiple ways. Group number 1. Group number 2 is in the middle here with the apatite. Group number 2. And last we have group number 3 over here on the right with the howlite with the aura coating, that pretty rainbow. All right. And if you need to pause the video to meditate on the cards, you can do so now. If not, I will see you in your particular group. Hello, group number 1s, those of you who chose the lepidolite, the pretty purple stone. We're going to take a look at your March, first using the Desert Illumination, yes, tarot, and then we'll dive deeper with your oracle cards. The first tarot card is going to represent the overall message or theme for your March, and then we have 7 of Cups for that. Okay. And this last tarot card is going to represent the advice to move through this energy. That does not surprise me with the 2 of Daggers or the 2 of Swords. Okay, so March is going to be filled with a lot of options. There's a lot to choose from and a lot to kind of go over for you in the month of March. So this could look like job opportunities. It could look like big decisions in the family. It could look like you name it. Lots of different specifics for each person since this is a general reading. But what this does need is focus and possibly a regroup situation. So the 7 of Cups is all about many different choices and options, but we also kind of need to look and examine those choices very carefully because some can be very fortunate and some could be illusions and make you think that you're taking the right choice. So for the month of March, you're going to need to carefully examine the options that are in front of you. There's a big decision that you have to make here, and it could be one that provides you security, it could provide you comfort, it can provide you what you are looking for. And then there's these other opportunities that could potentially provide you the same, or there's an option that might not be the best for you. And what that's going to take is you doing the work to examine each one properly, weigh the pros and cons. See what is worthwhile and what's not. Listen to your intuition. What does each choice make you feel like? Does it make you feel excited? Does it make you feel hopeful? Does it make you feel dread for some reason and you're not sure why and you can't put your finger on it? Take a close look at all of the different options. Focus in and take that time to do so, because you not making a decision and staying undecided, will not help you either. You must make a decision. And a lot of this has to do with listening to your gut. There's also this sense of like, if you don't really make the decision, you don't really have that responsibility of the outcome, right? Like if it's not permanently done right now, then you're not responsible for what the outcome is. The only problem with that is indecision or staying stagnant is still a choice. So we need to get over this fear of the unknown about what's going to happen, because entirely what this encompasses is the unknown. You have to match with the option and the choice that aligns with your highest good, what your highest self would love to have. So some of these decisions might be hard choices for you. I feel like there's a collective here that have really tough decisions, especially if it's like moving to a new career or a new job, or even moving across states out of the country, that sort of a situation. Those are big, hard choices that you have to really, decide on and focus and weigh those pros and cons. Others, it's, do I take this path or do I take the other? So there's kind of a mixed bag of emotions here that I'm feeling too. So take the time to really listen to what your intuition is telling you. Is there something here that feels too good to be true? Because if it does, it most likely is. So don't let others influence your decision either. You can ask for opinions, you can ask for what they would do, but at the end of the day, it is up to you to make that choice for yourself or for your family. Understand your choices, because sometimes this being multiple choices in front of you can lead to decision fatigue, and where we just want to put it off because we can't even decide one more thing. Like, if I have to decide what to eat for dinner today too, I'm going to lose it. That kind of vibe. This is an important decision. So make sure that you do take that time out to do this for yourself, because again, you standing still and being stuck is not helping the situation either. So unfortunately, we all have to make the time to make tough choices, make tough decisions. But when you assess the situation and all of the different options in front of you and listen to your intuition, you can't make a wrong choice. I like to think of the analogy of, if you are meant to be somewhere, you're always going to end up there, right? What's meant for you wants to find you. And so if you happen to choose the wrong choice, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to end up there. What it does mean is you're taking the scenic route. It just means you're going to get there a little bit longer. There might be a couple more lessons that you need to take part in before you end up at your destination, right? So please don't look at this as life or death. Please don't look at this as, I have to make the right choice. If I don't make the right choice, something bad. No. What this is, though, is needing to regroup, needing to refocus, and really think about the decisions that you are making. Really think about the choices. This doesn't feel like a flippant situation. It doesn't feel like, flip a coin to see, which option is better. Do I eat at this restaurant or do I eat at this burger joint? It feels very important. And so we need to get out of that fear mode, that indecision mode of being in fear because you don't want to make the wrong choice. Once you evaluate, once you assess, and once you get a couple of people's advice, you can kind of work through it, but don't bank on other people's decisions or opinions. Okay. So let's go a little bit deeper with your oracle cards here and see what else is going on. So this is the Energy Oracle. First up, we have Angel of Strength. So this is very similar to the Strength card. Right now, there's a feeling of being vulnerable, rightfully so. But that could also be your strength. Listen to your inner strength. What would your inner warrior decide? What would somebody who is strong of heart decide? This is not strength as far as, muscle and mass and all of that. What it is the strength of your heart, your integrity, your truth. Which option is going to align with that the most? And then sometimes it's the strength of walking away from a situation where you thought it was going to work out for you, and at the end of the day, it just wasn't a good fit. Sometimes doors do close for you for a reason. They're, closing on you for protection, for a better opportunity to come your way. So the strength of being able to walk away, the strength of standing up for your truth, the strength of, being in alignment with your authenticity, all of that applies here. Next, we have adjacent possibilities. This is what I'm saying. One door closes, another one will open for you. A window will open. Something that you're not necessarily looking for will come your way. There's something adjacent. You're never truly going to be away from your path. The universe likes to shake things up a bit and test you to see if this is where you want to be and what you want to do. And if you continue to power through and push through, you're on your way. You're good to go. Not saying that that's, the law of the land. But what I am saying is, don't let decision fatigue or the fact that there's so many things going on here with this big choice take away from you fulfilling what you want to do and being in alignment with where you want to go. There's options for you. And then we have action. Yeah, you got to get out of this stalemate. You got to get moving and actually do the work and assess all of the options and then take the initiative to move forward. Because even we have black and white here. There's a duality here. There's a choice. There's this also reminds me of the Chariot too, with movement. So you got to make that empowering choice, is what I just heard. It's empowering, because when we're in a stalemate and when we're, stuck in that fear mode of what's going to happen, I don't know, we're going to be in there for a while. If we don't take any action, we're not going to get any closer to our goals. We, in fact, might get farther away from them. So take the action and move forward. And next we have the thinking man, which we have swords energy. So again, you can get advice. You can talk it over with trusted friends and family, but allow yourself to think and assess all of the situations. That keeps replaying in my head. Just think it over. Just think it over. Just, figure it out in your head. Pros and cons, weigh the options. That in and of itself is taking action. Because again, we need to refocus, regroup, and then, allow ourselves to play upon that. What would work out best for me? What would work out best for me and my family? What would work in favor of my authenticity and my integrity? So if you get an offer on the table that's like, hey, I'll give you 10 grand to do, X, Y, Z, and it is not in alignment with what your core values are and your integrity is, do you have the ability to walk away from that and choose something that is in alignment? I just got the example of people, in social media taking money for certain sponsorships they don't align with integrity wise, and then it blows up in their face and then they get canceled, right? So that's the situation that I'm seeing as well. Opportunities that are presented, but you really have to think about the motivation behind that choice. Is it something that you are going to align with, or is it an illusion? All right, let's keep going. This is the guides of the hidden realm. So first up, we've got the burden of choice. I mean, really, it does feel like there's a big burden here. Choosing higher ground, consequences, unconscious choice making. So with the choosing the higher ground, that makes me, again, feel like there is this moral integrity that needs to be calculated into your decision making. Because again, there are consequences for every choice. There is, whether they're good or bad consequences, there is an equal and, what is that law of? Anyway, it doesn't matter, Natasha, moving on. Choosing the higher ground, choosing your morals, what you align with. And again, we have the black and white here. So sometimes choices are not just laid out black and white. Again, sometimes there are some tricky energy at play, some illusions happening to make you think it's a good choice. So again, dive deep and really consider that. Next, we've got the holding space for love, non-judgment, discernment, and self-acceptance. So again, don't place judgment upon yourself for making a choice or for being afraid of the unknown. Allow yourself to feel that acceptance of yeah, I feel these emotions, I feel these feelings, I have this anxiety, but now I called it out, I know what it is, and I can move forward and move through that. But discernment is such a huge thing that a lot of us need to go back to and work on, because this world, especially with new technology and things, new scammers happening every day, we need to make sure that we practice our discernment now more than ever. Again, the thinking man here. Put your communication skills to use, your true crime skills to use, and really dig into these options and don't allow yourself to be fooled or scammed. Again, I'm going back to my hacker situation. Use discernment skills. If it looks too good to be true, it possibly is. And if it feels legitimate and you don't look into it any further than, oh yeah, on black and white, it looks good, you have to make sure you do a little bit more investigating now more than ever. If a job opportunity is not giving you the rate of pay when you apply and you've gone through 3 interviews already and they're still not discussing the rate of pay, it might be time to move on to another opportunity. So discernment is going to be your helpful friend in making these decisions. And last from this deck, we have the river dances to the sea, a flow state and trusting in the adventure. So once you get into that discernment and once you start weighing the pros and cons, it's going to start being in that flow state of like, okay, I've got this. We're moving forward. We're taking action and we're being in flow. We start narrowing things down and figuring out what is actually in our highest good, in alignment with who we are, in our integrity, and in our authenticity, and in our truth. And then we start whittling away at that fear of the unknown, because now we can see clearly that, okay, yeah, this is a better option. This is a better choice. This sounds shady AF. I am not going anywhere near that. All right. So when you get into that flow state, then you can trust in your intuition a lot more. You can trust in the journey that's going to happen. And then you can get excited for these new opportunities coming your way, these new possibilities that are coming with this decision. But again, we need to be in focus and regroup. All right. Last little bit of cards here are the Prism Oracle. Balance. Love this because again, black and white. This is off. We need to be putting it back together. We need to be in alignment and in balance with who we are and what we want, what we are about. Don't take offers that are going to have you compromise your morals, your integrity. In anything we've got in this world right now, integrity is the biggest thing. And it keeps coming up in a lot of these collective readings, the authenticity and integrity and moral part of it. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that we are in the political climate that we are in right now. So as a collective, we all need to stand by our morals, right? So this is even more key here too. Don't choose something that's going to go against that and compromise your integrity. And then we have the fear. So again, once you start whittling away at those choices, you can walk through this confidently and not be afraid of that. The unknown is scary when it's not illuminated, when there's nothing but shadows or it's dark. But once you have the clarity that lights the way and you're no longer able to see those shadows, everything is clear, everything is lit up. You can walk through that archway with no fear. You just have to take the steps to go through. Next, we have trust. That was brought up too. So we have trust in yourself and your intuition and what you know to be right and true and who you are. And your last card here, we talked about that too, having confidence. And knowing what you're about is so important right now. Knowing that you won't compromise who you are for a quick buck or for the sake of somebody else's pride or for their comeuppance, right? And this doesn't necessarily have to be about a job. This could be about familial situations. It can be about projects that you're starting within the community. It can be about, you in your own family space. I think I said that. Anywho, all of this to say is you can make this decision. You do not have to be scared to even weigh the options. Trust in yourself, trust in your skill set, trust in your morals, and it will help you guide the way to where you need to be. Remember, whenever one door closes, another one opens. You are never going to be too far off away from your path. I'll use me as an example. I got hacked. I thought, oh no, I'm losing my channel. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do this. Maybe this isn't my path anymore. And just as I thought, oh no, I got it back. And the universe was like, no, you just needed to learn this lesson, girl. Get better security. So don't let doors closing be the final nail in your coffin for an idea or a project or anything like that. Just follow your gut and your integrity. All right. Hopefully this resonated. Hopefully this made sense. If it did, let me know what group you chose down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you want a personal reading that is more aligned to you and personal, I do have an Etsy sale going on right now. You can find it all in my link tree in the description box below. Thank you again. I love you and I like you. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number twos, those of you who chose the Appetite. We're going to take a look at your March using the Desert Illuminations Tarot first, and then we got some Oracle cards to go a little bit deeper. So first up, this first tarot card is going to represent the overall theme or message for your March, and we've got Ace of Daggers or Ace of Swords. Nice. Okay. And this last tarot card is going to represent the advice on how to move through this energy. And we've got the Eight of Daggers. Okay. All right. So first off, we're finding new clarity in March. So I feel like things have been a little bit hard, a little bit scattered for you. Things have been a little bit more challenging over the last previous months. Maybe this has been a while for you, but with March comes new clarity for you. You're going to see victory over those challenges. You're going to see your intuition kind of help you out a lot more. This hand from the divine, you're going to have these thoughts come in from maybe your spirit team, clarity from your spirit team or your guides or angels, whatever you want to insert there. But yeah, I'm excited because this feels like a fresh start. This feels like something you needed. This feels like a new beginning, but a new beginning based on seeing your situation clearer. New light bulb moments coming on for you. So I do feel like, yeah, this sense of renewal, this sense of like, okay, that's what I did. This is what I need to do now. Okay. All of these situations have been making sense now, so I can move forward. But this Eight of Swords as the advice, it means you need to get out of your own way. I feel like you are listening to limiting beliefs. You have these self-imposed limitations upon yourself that maybe you're a little bit fearful about where you could go, and maybe that fear is holding you back. Some people are afraid of, success because in the past, success meant that it was fleeting and that it could put you even more behind. You could lose things. You can lose success. You can lose opportunity if you're too successful. And while that does happen, it doesn't necessarily mean that this time you should be fearful of success, that you should hold yourself back from that potential because you're afraid that you might lose something out of it. This Eight of Swords is saying, hey, you can get out of this situation, although it doesn't look like it in the picture. Typically, in the Rider-Waite-Smith version, the character is surrounded by the swords and could easily get out of her ropes. They're loosely tied. It is that self-imposed restriction, that feeling of like, okay, well, I guess I'm just here now. I guess this is my life. I guess this is what I have to deal with. Don't allow yourself to be a victim. Don't allow yourself into that mindset of like, I can't do this. I'm not worthy. I don't deserve this. I can't do it. Because the more you think that way, the less opportunities you're going to have for success. The more opportunities you're going to have for failure. So we've got to get out of that mindset of I'm not enough, because you are enough. You're enough just simply because you're here. You're put on this earth. You're enough. You're worthy. You're valid. So when you start shaking off the ropes of confinement when it comes to your beliefs about yourself and your talents and skill sets, when it comes to, what other people think about you, all of these things, right, that we as human beings experience that hold us back from our own success and our own victories. When we start loosening the ropes a little bit, we start to see that's not true. We start to see how far we actually have come. We start to see all of the little things that were successes. They might have been small in nature, but they added up to something really big. And I also want to point out, you have survived 100% of your hardest days. So absolutely, you are 100% worthy of whatever you choose to do. You can get yourself out of this thought process. You can get yourself out of this feeling. And by doing so, you just need to get out of your own way. And I mean that in the most lovingly way possible, because I myself know how this feels, right? We all do. We all have that little voice inside of our head that says, you're not going to be able to get that job. You're not talented enough for this. Why even bother? Why even try? You know you're not going to get it. And that it is your responsibility to shut that voice up in whatever way you see fit. Whether that is, diving more into your work, or meditation, or, commiserating with your trusted close friends and family. It means don't let yourself hold yourself back. And don't let fear hold yourself back. Because this is a fresh new start for you. This is new clarity, new way of seeing things, a new open mind on how to proceed. Think of this as a new path just magically appearing for you. You can see how it's supposed to go and what you are supposed to do. And now this train, instead of, going where it shouldn't go, it's going where it needs to go. All right. So the month of March, you're going to start seeing things in a new perspective. You're going to see things more clearly than you have in a long time, because now you know what you have overcome. And now you know that you are worthy of whatever you choose to set out to do, what choices you make. And I might want to say that the group number 1, you might want to check out that just in case. That might vibe with you with this reading. Okay, let's keep going. First up, we have the Energy Oracle. First card here is Door to Spirit. So thinking about the hand of God here, or the divine, we have the door to spirit. Talk to your team. Meditate. If you do prayer or ritual work, that's the time to do so. There's this shadow work feeling that you might want to do, but open yourself up to the spiritual side, and you'll start having those synchronicities, listening to your intuition more, and allowing them in to help guide you. I definitely suggest asking them throughout your day, show me a sign here, or am I on the right path? If I am, can you show me a blue feather, or can you show me a heads up penny, or, fill in the blank. Allow them in, because that's what they're there for. They're there to help you, and they can only do so much without you, allowing them in. So door to spirit. And then we've got your 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So this is that throat chakra. So this makes me think of speak your mind, speak your truth, know who you are, and communicate clearly to yourself. No negative thoughts, no negative self-deprecating speak. When you speak about yourself, whether it is to yourself or others, you speak highly of yourself. You do not put anything negative upon yourself when you speak. I always say to my friends and stuff, speaking and spelling, those are spells. When you speak, you create, right? Abracadabra. So when you speak about your situations or yourself, you speak with positivity, with love, with care. Self-deprecating humor is not it. When you beat yourself up, when you put yourself down, that is the universe putting yourself down too, right? If you look at it that way. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who is? Who's going to believe in you if you can't do so yourself? And you are your whole being. So speak loving words to yourself about yourself. Speak amazing things about your situation. You are not a victim. You are not somebody who's going to lie down and let a train go over you. You are somebody who's going to stand up and get yourself out of those reins because you are strong, powerful, talented, unique. Fill in the blank with the adjectives. You are worthy. So speak it to yourself, for yourself. I don't want to ever hear you say something negative about yourself. I don't want to hear it. I'm holding you accountable. And again, clarity too with how you communicate, not only to yourself, but to others and about yourself, aligning in your truth. All right, last one from this deck. We've got all tied up. Again, the Eight of Swords right there. You can get yourself out of this situation if you get out of your own way, right? If you learn how to see things in a different perspective about yourself. You are not somebody who's going to take things lying down anymore. You are somebody who's going to stand up for yourself. Yeah. You're enough. I keep hearing that. You're enough. You're worthy. I feel like you have kept yourself in this confinement and this constraint for a while now out of self-preservation and self-protection. And while that's completely valid, it's no longer needed because this is a new time for you. You have kept yourself small out of self-protection. You have not reached for the stars out of fear of failure, out of fear of not being enough, but have the same, not convictions, what's the word I'm looking for? Have the same audacity as a mediocre white man. Because I'll tell you, there's no shortage of that. You are so talented and worthy that you need to see it yourself now. And I think that's what March is about. And to all of those mediocre white men that are watching this, it is a saying, you know the type. I'm not having a direct conversation about that, about you. All right, next up we have the guides of the hidden realm. Surrender to the change. Yeah, this is a new start, a new change for you. The art of allowing, resilience, and adaptability. You are resilient. You have to be in order to be in this situation. You are resilient, but you have kept yourself small out of the fact that you were, protecting yourself. Now's the time to adapt to something new. The art of allowing. Trust that you can do this. Trust that you can achieve what you're setting out to achieve. Trust in your skill set, in your own being, in your alignment with what you want. Allow things to happen for you. Don't grab on too tightly to the things that you know that you're not in alignment with. Surrender to this new change. Surrender to the change in perspective you have on yourself. Next, we have epiphanies. Sing at dawn. Aha moment. Awakening, new directions and potential. I don't have to go any further. That's just more confirmation for you. And we have the begin with faith in spring. Renewal. Beginnings, innocence, fertility, and growth. Yeah, this is a big moment for you. This is no like kidding around here with this Eight of Swords energy, with this feeling all tied up. You're dropping the reins and you are springing forward. And I feel like now you have this fire. Now that you see things this way, there's this fire for you to be like, yeah, this is lighting the match to let it all burn. That doesn't work for me anymore. And this is allowing the fire within me to grow and create something new. And your last one from this deck is all eyes are open. Yeah. Inspired vision, clarity, perception, and reevaluation. All things that we've talked about. Awesome. Okay. Your last cards here from the Prism Oracle. We've got illumination, seeing things in a new way, brightening it out. When we illuminate things, we can see things in a better light, illuminating what needs to change, what needs to move forward, what you can do, how to go about that. Next, we have energy. This is, what are we putting our energy into? Are we putting it into things that we want to happen, we want to see, or are we putting it into things that we know is not good for us, that we know is just all going to bring back, bad situations, bad memories, in what is the word I'm looking for? Doesn't matter anymore now, it's fleeting by. What are we putting our energy into that is going to create the world that we want to see for ourselves? Put the passion and the drive into the positive things. Go forward with the notion of, I'm not holding myself back anymore. I deserve more for myself. Next, we have magic. Believe in your own magic. Believe that magical things happen every day. A flower blooms, that's magic. The sun coming out the next day, that's magic. Believe that everything you do has a touch of magic. Put a little cinnamon in your coffee in the morning, stir it clockwise with the intention of bringing abundance quickly to you. Romanticize your life, right? Little things with the intention set to them. Pouring a cup of tea in the evening. I'm going to be relaxed. I'm going to have sweet dreams. Fill in the blank, romanticize your life. You're going to a bookstore. Oh no, that is the, library of whatever that fantasy book you read is. Romanticize your life. Everything that you do has meaning, has intention. We are not robots anymore. We are not in that thinking. We are enjoying everything that this life has to offer us. We are excited about every little thing. We appreciate the present moment. Next, we have ideation. And I feel like this has to do a lot with okay, what did we normalize for ourselves to make us feel this way? What did we idolize? The ideation. Hold on. Yes. Okay. So that's what I was thinking it was. So this is the growth of ideas and new projects. Time to focus on creating a safe space for your creative endeavors. This moment is just for you and your project. Let your ideas grow while you nurture and care for them. Enjoy the special time. So that's kind of what we were talking about with the magic card of allowing yourself to enjoy the present moment. But this is also giving yourself that space to create whatever this is for you. Creativity doesn't necessarily mean artistic, right? Doesn't mean paint and creating music. It means to let your ideas wander and create, produce something into the world that's new and different and, uniquely you. So allow yourself to enjoy those moments. This is not something that a robot does. You want to be present to allow your ideas to flow through and get creative and then, see how they make you feel, make you react. And then you can, journal, create whatever you want to create, but just allow that to happen and nourish yourself. You can't do that when you're in a mindset of oh, why even bother? Why worry about it? Because nothing's going to come of it. We need to get out of this thought process of whatever we create or produce, it needs to be monetized. You can create just for fun, just because you had an idea and you wanted to see it come to life. It doesn't need to be for profit. It doesn't need to be something that everybody else appreciates. It can just be for you because you wanted to do it. Somebody put 2 googly eyes on a rock they found on the side of the road and sold it as a pet rock. Okay, your ideas are going to be infinitely more creative, right? So your last card is space. Allow yourself this time for this space to create whatever you want, to feel however you want, but give yourself this space, right? Shake off the confinements, the restraints. Feel what you're feeling. Move through that and know that March is going to create an opportunity for you to see clearer. And you can fill this space up with whatever you choose to fill it up with, but don't let it be thoughts of not worthiness, thoughts of being not enough, that you're not anything, fill in the blank. Allow this space to be filled up with love, with compassion, with creativity, with imagination, and you'll have a wonderful March. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know what group you chose down in the comment section. It's always fun to see. And if you want your own personal private reading, I do have a sale on my Etsy if you want to check it out. The link tree is in my description box of this video. The sale goes until the 21st of March. All right. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 3s. Those of you who chose the Howlite with the aura coding here. Ooh, there we go. There's some flash. Let's take a look at your March, starting with the Desert Illuminations Tarot, and then we have some oracle cards to dive a little bit deeper for confirmation. And this first tarot card is going to represent the theme or the overall message for your March, and we've got the Three of Jugs or the Three of Cups here. Love to see that. And this next tarot card is going to represent the advice to move through this energy. And we have the Knight of Chilies or the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this is the month that you get to celebrate. You get to socialize. You get to go out and party. You get to be with your, trusted loved ones, your friends and family. This is a time to have fun. This is, a month to just allow yourself to relax with that joyous energy, that celebratory energy. You might have achieved something that you want to celebrate and show off, but this is also about community. And I feel like there's two different camps here. The ones that are celebrating and just want to have fun with their loved ones, friends and family. And then there's another part of the community that is like, we're building community. I'm getting to know my neighbors. I'm getting to know my town, get involved. Yes, it feels very much like there's these two camps, because I'm getting a very strong, community driven, I need to know the ins and outs. What can I do to support my community? What can I do to help? What can I do to provide, skills, that sort of a thing in the community. And then there's others that are just like, I need to get out of the house. This is the time where I'm socializing, where I can celebrate my wins, where I can be with my loved ones and just let my hair down. This is the energy of sisterhood. You don't have to be identifying as a woman to enjoy sisterhood, but that feeling of coming together and just enjoying each other's company and just, being in the moment. That's what I'm feeling. Just having fun, going with your girls to go grab lunch, brunch, dinner, spending time with your family that you haven't seen in a while, and just celebrating each other for who you are and being together. This is the feeling of joy. As well as with the building community, this is something that's important to you. This is something that you're going to provide help and meaningful help to your community and to help push it forward and move it forward. And then with this Knight of Chilies being the advice, it says take action, do it now, move forward. This is the green light. You got it. Let's go. This is pedal to the metal, taking the passion that you have and moving it forward with you. This is that contagious laughter energy, that contagious motivation, that inspiration that you see people that you're like, God, they're just amazing. I want to go where they're going. I want to do what they're doing. This is that passionate, this is that person that's okay, so I am so excited. I'm going to take you here. I'm going to take you there. We're going to go have this. We're going to do this, blah, 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 blah. And you're just so excited to be in their presence because they're, determined to have a good time, or they're determined to make a change. So again, there's a couple different camps here, but this is absolutely taking inspired action and just doing it. And I know that there's going to be introverts that are like, oh, but I don't want to leave my house. I never have a good time when I go out, but this is get your butt off of the couch and go spend time with your loved ones. They miss you. They love you. They want to celebrate you. They want to see you. I laugh because my husband and I are very similar in this way, where it's in theory, going out sounds like a good idea, but what also sounds like a fantastic idea is watching the latest movie and snuggling up on the couch eating pizza. So this is kind of like that, like, yes, go and see your friends, go and enjoy yourselves. It's okay to do that once in a while. Like you can leave your house and enjoy yourself. Know that, you're protected. Like this is something that like is a good thing for you to do. Like this is something that the universe or your spirit team is like, please, like if this is a loving shove to get out the door and do what you need to do. But yeah, trust your intuition on where you want to go and how you want to move about this. And just know that you're brave and you're compassionate and that you can, achieve what you need to achieve in your community. If that's what you're about, like, don't be shy. Don't be, passive about it. If this is something that you are excited about to go and be a part of your community, please go. We need more people to be involved in their community. And I'm even getting people like helping volunteer for like animal shelter, having volunteered for, city stuff, government stuff, getting involved, whether it's going to town halls, whether it's going to, after school community care and daycares and that sort of, there's so many different avenues to be a part of a community library. Even if it's just your neighborhood, getting involved and knowing your neighbors. And if, like I said in my new moon in Pisces reading, it's important that you know your neighbors. If you don't know your neighbors, that's going to only impede you in the future. So now's the time to get involved with community, however that looks like for you. And then it's also time to enjoy yourself, have fun, get in the moment, be present. I will say with the Knight of Wands here, they can be a little impulsive. So if you're going to go out and you're going to have a good time, don't be too impulsive because sometimes that can get us in trouble. So, maybe not have that third drink. But yes, keep your impulsivity in check just a little bit because, yeah, the Knight of Wands is notorious for getting a little out there sometimes. So let's move on. We've got the Energy Oracle here next. We've got appreciation. See, this is what I'm talking about. Your friends and family want to love on you, dote on you, appreciate you, and as well as you and your community too. So again, like I said, we got those two camps. So appreciation is a big part of this. So your appreciation for others and others appreciating for you, that reciprocation of energy. This is the month where you get to go out, be appreciated and appreciate others. Next, we got the Sun. This is about happiness, vitality, joy. This is about, letting the light shine on you a little bit, letting yourself be the center of attention a little bit, allowing yourself to be doted on, with compliments and love. The Sun, fun, awesome. All right, next we've got Angel of Love, compassion. All right, people want to love on you, appreciate you, spend time with you, love your energy, and you putting love back into your community. And then we have strategy. So this this makes me think of that impulsivity. Have a strategy when you go out, when you go party, when you go have fun. Have a strategy, a plan in place. All right. As well as if you are getting involved in your community, have some strategy to go about it. Plan some things out. Talk to people who already know how to do these things that you are wanting to help with. Strategize. Plan ahead. Take some time to do some bullet points. Take some time to learn and be in the environment. Take it all in. But strategy, both terms. You need to plan a night out. Make sure you have babysitter. Make sure you have Uber fees. Make sure your phone's charged. Make sure you got enough storage on your phone to take some pictures. Like all of that, right? I remember going out and partying in my 20s. So different. All right, next we have the guides of the hidden realm. Gratitude is dreaming, the manifesting power of gratitude and law of praise. Allow yourself to bask in gratitude with this. Enjoy it. Be thankful for the people around you. Be thankful for having this night out. Maybe you did manifest this celebration. Maybe this is something that you've been working toward for a while. Law of praise. You can be praised. This also goes in for if you're working for a community, the power of gratitude, having the people around you to help you, knowing who's around you that, you know, is willing to work with you and step up, and, you know, being in gratitude, meeting your neighbors, giving them, you know, cookies or baked goods, and just saying, hey, you know, I'm from 4B over here. I've been your neighbor for a few years, you know, here's some cookies. I don't know. You see fit, but law of gratitude, manifesting. Next, we've got the zenith at the peak. Victory, achievement, and tangible abundance. Abundance does not always need to be monetary. Abundance can be the abundance of love that they have, that other people have for you. Abundance of skill sets, talent. But yes, like I said, I believe that you're celebrating something. I believe that there's a victory here that you're celebrating, that you're going out and you're having fun. Maybe somebody's getting married and this is like a bachelor party. There's something here that's like, yes, I'm going out and I'm going to celebrate myself, or I'm going to celebrate someone else. And you're just going to have this event of community. Abundance. Next, we got every word has power. Education, power of persuasion, communication, and internal dialogue. If you are somebody that's wanting to focus on community, like I said, get educated about your community, allow that to happen, and that you can play a bigger part into it. Communication is going to be super important for both parties here, as well as the internal dialogue. Do not say that you don't deserve this. Do not say that you can't do something, because you are absolutely worthy of being celebrated. You're absolutely worthy of having a good night out, having joyous times, and you're absolutely totally qualified to partake in your community. All right, and last card from this deck, we have all of the blessings everywhere. Gifts from the universe, synchronicity. I don't got to go any farther into that. All right, your last cards here are the Prism Oracle. We've got love, more confirmation about the spreading of love and appreciation. Happiness, I don't got to go any further. I don't have to explain. Comfort, I don't have to explain hardly. I love this. And we've got pink and orange. Lots of love and sweetness here. Comfort. Listen, there are those people in my life that bring me immense comfort when I speak to them, or when I hear from them, or even when I see them. And that is a price that no one can pay. You know what I mean? It's priceless. And there are people in your life that are like that for you, and they're reaching out and wanting to be around you right now. And that is priceless. All right. Last, we've got surrender. Let yourself have fun. Surrender to, like, I know the world is crazy right now and it's super serious, but at the same time, joy is a radical act. When you can have fun and be joyous and happy in times of what this is, it is a radical act, and it is a it is an act of protest, I should say. I'm not saying you have to, feel guilty about it. Sometimes I do when I'm having a good day. I feel guilty about it. But at the same time, when situations like this happen, it is easy to remember that times are hard for everyone, and the guilt can come up of like, why should I be having a good time when others can't right now, or we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. But I must have you remember that you are human. You are here to experience joy. You are put on this earth to experience love, joy, creativity, and you deserve to have that. And when you can really bask in it and be happy in the present moment, that is an act of protest. Because what is going on right now is, controlling and wanting to oppress and wanting to censor. And when you can be yourself, fully unapologetically you, safely, and be happy man, that is a slap in the face to oppression, right? So with that being said, don't feel guilty about going out and having fun. Don't be upset that you're, going to go out, because people love you and want to celebrate you and want to see you and want to be in community with you. All right. This is a good month for you. This is a month where you're going to see blessings, the amount of abundance that you do have, because again, like I said, it is not monetary. It is love, gratitude, and the people you have in your life that make it worthwhile, right? There are so many people that love and appreciate you. I'm just looking at these cards going, yeah, you're loved. And the ones who are wanting to get involved in the community, that is an act of love. That is a love note to your neighbors, the people around you, your city. That is something that not everybody does, and it is an important tool to do. So thank you for wanting to get involved. We need more people to get involved in their community and lift everyone up. So with that being said, if this resonated for you, let me know what group you chose down in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here. If you want your own personal private reading, I do have a sale going on my Etsy until the 21st of March, 2025. So if you're interested, go check that out. And thank you so much for watching and being here. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.